Hello and welcome to 100% Design 2016. First of all, we'll talk about marble, which is this is crema marfil, which is an Italian marble. This is marble, but on an aluminium honeycomb, combined with our hinge and bracket, hidden thermostatic valve system. That's all you'll see on the wall. A thing of grand Italianate beauty, I would call it. Trip along with me to the back wall, where you will find Bianca Carrara. You'll see that sort of 3mm thick veneer, very clever process. With this, you might think that that's going to be the heaviest object on earth. It isn't. It can be fitted on any standard wall. Any moment now, we're going to pan around and I'm going to show you something quite spectacular, and that is Shipyard. Look at that, a thing of extravagant beauty. And I'm just going to talk you through the technicalities of how we produce this finish, because it's the kind of thing that excites me greatly. It's a process called sublimation, so that print is essentially a print. Is all the way through the powder, so that if you were to scratch that, and they always show me lots of lovely things where they get a knife on it and you keep scratching away and scratching away, scratching away, and the print stays all the way through that. It's a very hard wearing surface, so unlike a normal print, it's not affected by UV or heat or any of that. It won't fade, it will stay there for as long as your Ron will. You've seen this before. This is a reflection of our former glory. It's called it's absolute nonsense. It's Super Mirror. It's Super Mirror, which is an old favourite. It does marvellous things in bathrooms for countless people around the world now. Do you want to pop into my cube? We have one of the second sublimated Ron finishes. We're calling this Antique. Again, it's a print. We were going to call it Antique Bronze, but then we thought that might be a bit misleading. It's not entirely like antique bronze, it's just a rather lovely thing on its own, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. That is walnut travertine, which is another kind of marble. This is Cliff, which is beautiful slates. We have a range of 4 slates. This is Barren Stone. This is Scistian Slater. There's another one called Flint Eastwood, and that is Earthy Pit. Again, that one fits in with all sorts of modern interiors. We're doing that's probably the most popular of all of the slates. This is concrete. Concrete is well, you won't be surprised to know it's concrete if you're on a slightly tighter budget, but you want one of Eskimo's new finishes, then that's probably the one to have a look at. Otherwise, we have Brassy Knob, Midnight Caller, Dusky Moonstress, she's my favourite, Mighty Magnus, lovely sort of coppery tones in there because it's made of copper. This here is, quite miraculously, bamboo, and if you just pop along to the top, you can just see those lovely grooves, like a skyline of a science fiction city. I'm going to tell you a little bit about bamboo as a product. You probably know all about bamboo. Within 5 years' time, you can be harvesting bamboo and able to make it into a board. Now, you compare that to a hardwood where you'd be looking at something more like 40 years. So, if you want something that's green and delicious, then use bamboo. I'm talking about Brassy. Brassy is a polished brass finish, and it's not quite as high a polish as Super Mirror, that's worth pointing out, but it has this lovely warm, makes you feel warm. You look at yourself in the mirror and you feel warm. Then you've got fumed oak, which is it's woody, again veneered birch ply panel on the front of your radiator. The last of our sublimated finishes, which is copper pipe. That really does look like copper. It's not. That is a powder coated finish. It means you don't need to keep polishing it. You'll just have this and it will last forever. Now, I think this is the bit that I've most been waiting for, and I hope you have too. This is Gordon. We're here to talk about Gordon. Gordon is a veritable revolution in towel warming and drying. A bit ago, we decided in one of our little design meetings that it was about time that we stopped just heating people. We started to look at that other cousin of the radiator, the towel warmer, sits in every bathroom. We normally leave that to ladder rails. The thing that we noticed was that when we go and hang up our towels to dry when we come out of the shower, none of us, and no one that I spoke to, actually uses the rails of the ladder rail. Everybody would hang them over the end of the thing. And that was because intuitively everybody realises that they don't actually dry your towels. So we decided to come up with a way of emulating essentially the way you use a ladder rail. So we've come up with a rather beautiful looking product that is Gordon, where you hang your towel over it vertically. Now, we then did lots of product testing. Basically, the upshot of all of that is that using the same amount of power, Gordon dries your towels in less than a third of the time. You've got your single Gordon here, you have your double Gordon over there. If you want to come on over, and it's called double Gordon because it's twice the size. It's double the width, it will have double the power, so it will be 400 watts. Remember that with a towel warmer, I have to probably remind you of this, you're not looking for lots of power, you're looking to reduce your energy consumption. You don't want lots of heat output because this thing will stay on probably all year round. That's really it. We're probably getting there. So I'd like you to enjoy yourselves. Thank you for coming along to 100% Design 2016 and talking to Eskimo. Goodbye.